Liberalism is the game. The rules are unwritten and change on a dime every 6 months. Yet the other team knows the playbook flawlessly. They are amazingly stupid creatures and a decided minority, and yet they run rings around us real, right-thinking Americans. How?
Who could forget Mrs. Dr. P's creepily realistic-looking meatloaf brain? Even Kim came close to making Curl hurl over that one. Also, she has no less than 3 spit takes over the course of the series, the last right in Ron's face. And depending on your proclivity, her swallowing the nachos without chewing in steel wheels and the bulge in her throat could be hot or not.
You think that's bad? Try catching your mom in the middle of eating a banana. Click, blam, thud.
Ironically, the author himself may quickly be approaching this trope, having started losing his hair at 23.
As a writer and an artist, I use strawmen simply because I can't legally or morally attack my enemies head-on. One comic I wrote featured betrayal, murder, and intrigue on the newspaper of a strawman junior high. Another was about a bitter former student journalist at a strawman university in Mississippi who builds a time window in his basement in an attempt to relive her glory days, almost sucking the whole Gulf Coast into a black hole in the process. It's no secret that I despise my former employees at the campus paper.
I figured the mermaid would simply row or lay her eggs in a shallow pool, and then the merman, or human male, would come along and fertilize them. Then he smokes a cigarette and falls asleep. Assuming a good lot of the eggs are viable, he could father dozens of mer sons and mer daughters in a sitting. Interesting thought, if one ate mermaid eggs, like caviar, would they be cannibals?
One would think Kim Possible's friend and sidekick, with his primarily bueno nacho-based diet, would be an absolute fart machine. But aside from a passing, no pun intended, reference in Ron Millionaire, you'd be wrong. His mole rat pal Rufus, however, rips a horrendous one after oh my.
Miley Stewart shoves a whole donut in her mouth at once to avoid getting crumbs on the sofa, and panicking clean freak Lily in Got to Get Her Out of My House.
Surprise, Kim Possible wasn't noted. Many idiots mention and post screen caps of the Middleton cheer squad flashing their underwear. Enough! Those aren't panties. Those are spankies, or special undergarments worn under a cheer skirt to keep their knickers from being displayed whenever they leap, flip, or turn. I know, as an artist, I do my research. So enough talk about Kim's peekaboo panties, okay?